Okay, so we're going to be fixing this Joy-Con today. We ordered the part from iFixit, and we're going to use this Quinn kit that we got from Harbor Freight. We're going to use gloves because that's what all the cool kids do when they do repair videos. But as you can see, the joystick is broken, and I'm noticing here that that button on top, the bumper, is a little bit questionable. So we're going to pull out the Quinn. We're going to look at it because it's very similar to the iFixit toolkit. Probably not as detailed and whatnot, but it's going to work for the minimal projects that I do that are similar to this. So first thing first, got to find a bit, and that one I don't think is going to work, but whatever. We're going to throw it in there, and we're going to try it out. I like this little screwdriver. It works pretty well, feels pretty good in your hand, and the Joy-Con comes apart pretty simply, and we're going to use the smudger just to pop it open. I wanted to be as gentle as I could because I'd never done this before. So get that battery unplugged. That's the first thing you want to do with that light bulb battery because they can be a little fragile. And there's some screws in the inside. And again, I'm looking at that bumper again and not feeling really good about it. But let's just get to what we need to get to. So we have to pop out this inner frame here. There's a ribbon that connects underneath. So I was able to use the smudger to get in there to get that unhooked. That was kind of a bummer, but nothing broke, which is always good. So we got that out, and there's just a couple screws and another ribbon that hold in the joystick assembly, and there it is right there, all broken. So iFixit sent me a new one, which was kind of cool. So that big old box for this little tiny joystick. We're going to clean it up first, though, because it's been used by 8-year-olds, and it's kind of gross in some areas. So we cleaned up all the buttons and the switches and made it all nice and goop-free. And as we are working on this thing, we notice, well, wait a minute, something's not right. Bam, what is that? That's the little bumper switch. No wonder it didn't feel right. So we'll just keep on keeping on, and we're going to throw that joystick in there and get that secured down as best we can. It actually took me a minute or two to kind of figure out how to get some of these ribbons in, but there it is, all nice and new. Now, here's for this little tiny micro switch. This thing's supposed to be soldered right there on the board. What am I going to do? Here I am pondering whether or not I want to go get my soldering iron out of the shop, because I'm actually working on a counter here, and I went and got it, and really, guys, I just had to wing it because I didn't know if this thing was broken. It's so very small. It seemed to depress okay and actuate okay, but I wasn't sure if it was going to solder in place, and this soldering iron's a little bit big for this job, but we made it work. Get the whole thing back together. That wasn't too hard, and the button here feels pretty good. It feels a lot better than it did. So, feeling pretty good there, and here we are putting that ribbon underneath that center frame in and getting this sucker put back together. This is a pretty fun project, and I would suggest it for anybody who breaks the joystick on their Joy-Con. It's pretty affordable, and you learn something, and fixing stuff is a lot better than just throwing it away. We throw away way too much stuff. It went back together just about as easily as it came apart, and the Quinn kit worked pretty well. The bumper seems to actuate, and all the buttons seems to actuate. So here she is, all done, ready to go. Thanks for watching, guys, but check this out. So I got a hold of my nephew's system, and I was able to play and screw around, and this video doesn't show it, but that top bumper worked.